The plane had finished boarding. Cabin lights were soft. Engines were still off. Passengers were settling into their seats. The first-class cabin was calm, controlled, almost serene. In seat 1A sat Eleanor Brooks. No designer bag, no flash jewelry, no attitude. A simple coat, hair neatly tied, and a strange calmness in her eyes. She looked just like any ordinary passenger. And this is where the first misunderstanding began. A junior cabin crew member stopped to look at Eleanor. Politely, she said, "Ma'am, there might be an issue with your seat. Your section is slightly further back." Eleanor calmly held up her boarding pass. "Seat 1A. Everything looks correct," she said simply. "No argument, no irritation." The crew member looked unconvinced, as if her eyes were saying, "She doesn't belong here." Minutes passed. A senior steward approached. Polite, formal, firm. He repeated the same message. Eleanor asked only, "Is there a problem with my ticket? Or with me?" Some passengers began to notice. Some glanced away. Others watched with quiet curiosity. Drama rarely unfolded in first class. This scene was unusual. Finally, the steward said, "If you don't cooperate, we will have to offload you from the flight." Eleanor remained silent for a few seconds. Then, without raising her voice, without creating a scene, she stood. No anger on her face, only a question. How can people act so confident without reason? The cockpit was informed. The pilot listened. The pushback process paused. An announcement was made. The flight would be delayed. Passengers were confused. No one knew what was really happening. Then the truth came out. The passenger manifest was rechecked. Internal clearance codes verified. One name appeared in red. Eleanor Brooks. Silence fell over the cockpit. The woman everyone had assumed was a normal traveler was in fact the majority stakeholder of the airline. She held decision-making power, board access, ultimate authority. Once management realized, the situation flipped. The plane was halted. Staff faces went from stern to embarrassed. Eleanor was asked to return to her seat. This time it was a request, not an order. She sat down. She did not call anyone out. She did not punish anyone. She did not flaunt her power. She simply said, "I didn't come here to show my identity. But if someone ordinary, with no authority, had been in my place, would they have been treated the same?" Everyone realized the truth. The respect she received today came because she was powerful. Tomorrow, it could have been someone who wouldn't even dare to speak up. That thought weighed heavily. When the plane was finally ready for takeoff, the atmosphere had completely changed. Eleanor was in her seat, yet now she was seen not just with eyes, but with respect. This journey proved that real strength doesn't lie in showing off. It lies in patience and dignity. The biggest truth of society is that we often judge the wrong people incorrectly. This flight from Chicago to Tokyo was not just a trip. It was a reminder that justice comes not only from rules but from thought. And sometimes, a silent person can hold up a mirror to the entire system. So remember, real strength lies in patience, dignity, and standing up for what's right. Don't judge people by appearances. If this story inspired you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that reveal the truth behind everyday people.